नमस्ते स्वामी जी।
Namaste, welcome.
नाम स्वामी जी।
Namaste. Okay, so we'll start with our prayer. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharma sarupine avatar varisthaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padpadmi Tayoh Sritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavi Vireditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadatatam Bhuvi Grinantiye Bhurida Janaha. Your nectar-like words and warm and inspiring life stories, eulogized by learned sages, are indeed the indicator of shoots of ignorance. These are auspicious to hear and propitious to inculcate in one's life. Those who take these words to the world are indeed great benefactor of the world. So, we are studying the life of Sri Sarada Devi. Sri Sarada Devi and her divine play. As we all know, before that, let us think about it, why we should study a life of great one. Our mind is like crystal. Whatever we are close to, it takes that color. As Sri Ramakrishna compared our mind with the clothes that has just returned from the laundry. That means whatever he said, whatever color that you dip in, your mind will be like this. So the purpose of this study is to come closer to the life of Holy Mother so that we try to imbibe her qualities. So what is the main theme of her life? What is the great quality that we see in her? We see purity. We see pavitrata. So even in her praise, that stotra was composed by Swami Abhedananda ji, that pavitram charitam yasya, pavitram jivanam tatha. Pavitram charitam yasyaha, pavitram jivanam tatha. Pavitrata sarupinne, tasyai devyai namo namaha. Pavitram charitam yasya, whose character is pure, pristine pure. Pavitram charitam yasya, pavitram jivanam tatha. And her life is also pure. Pavitrata sarupinne. And not only that, she herself is purity personified. So this is very important because what we see in the world, everywhere it is dust and dirt. What is this purity? What we should clean from ourselves? What makes our mind dirty? if we consider, we'll see many times we are engrossed in our life so much that we forget to cultivate our real self. And we are engrossed in talking something which is irrelevant. Say nowadays, politics, economy, and this and that, all related to this world. As we are engrossed in the world, what happens? Our mind becomes attached with it. But when we see the life of Holy Mother, she will not find faults with others. She would not see any impurities in others. And she will not talk about ill of someone, let alone other politics, etc. But here most of the time, we are engrossed in politics or finding faults with others and comparing someone, comparing ourselves with other people. And that way, all the time, we are engrossed in the world. But Holy Mother, when she saw people suffering because of this, and when people suffer, they come and then they approached for initiation, and Mother initiated them. Because out of compassion, when your mind is pure, then naturally the divine qualities come: compassion and thinking for others, helping others. So we find in Holy Mother's life a life, pure life. Like in our life, what happens? Some jealousy or even sense objects. We are engrossed in so many things of the world that we don't have time to find our real self, to find what is hidden within us. And when Sri Ramakrishna visited Vidyasagar, so Vidyasagar was busy in doing philanthropic work. So that was good, the sattvic, as Sri Ramakrishna said, that he is engaged in good work, sattvic work. Only thing, he has not dived deep within to find what a treasure that he is possessing. So it is better to do something good for others, but even more, even better to have something which we are to discover. Otherwise, life is wasted. Life is short. And here we have not come to find faults with others or to be jealous and pursuing enjoyment of this world. Rather, we have certain goal of life that we are to fulfill. So in the life of Holy Mother, we see a fulfilling life and peaceful life. And even people, those who came closer to us, closer to her, they felt that peacefulness. Swami Prabhavanandji used to go to offer pranams to Holy Mother. And as soon as he bowed down and touched her feet, he would experience a peace of mind. To get that experience, he had to go again and again. So this is because of her pure life. Purity is something extraordinary. So with these words, now let us go forward with our study.
All right, Swami. Let's see. Oops.
You can,
Just finding the page here.
468, you can start.
All right.
Remover of sin and bad karma.
Okay. Well, oh, here we go. Oops, it's telling me for my Apple ID. Okay. I have it.
Okay, go ahead.
I have it. Okay. In spiritual light, whoops, it says sign into iTunes Store. Here we go. In spiritual life, when clouds of doubt and depression hover in the mind, we need someone to reassure us. Holy Mother told Indubhusan Sengupta, "Why do you worry, my child? You have occupied a place in my heart. You will not have to do any spiritual discipline. I am doing it for you." Indu asked, "Mother, do you do the same for all who have received initiation from you?" "Yes, I do," replied the mother. "You have so many disciples. Do you remember them all?" I don't recollect them all, but I repeat the mantra for those whose names I can recall. And for those I cannot remember, I pray to the Master, saying, "Master, I have many children in various places. Please look after those whose names I can't recall and take care of their well-being."
So
Swami,
like this, when your mind is pure, then what happens? Tenderness comes. That's why we are so comfortable with Holy Mother, because she is comforting. We may have some faults and foibles in our lives, but when we approach Holy Mother, everything is taken care of. Mother is so compassionate. Yes.
Swami Vishweshwarananda was a disciple of the mother and lived in Udbodhan House. One day he candidly said to her, "Mother, you initiate so many people, but you never inquire about them. You don't even give a thought about what is happening to them. A guru keeps a keen eye on his disciples, seeing whether they are developing spiritually. It would be better if you did not give initiation to so many people. You should initiate only as many as you can keep in touch with." Holy Mother replied, "But the Master never forbade me to do so. He instructed me about so many things. Would he have not told me something about what you have said? I give the responsibility for my disciples to the Master. Every day I pray to him, 'Please look after the disciples wherever they may be.' Further, I receive these mantras from the Master himself. These are Siddha mantras, very potent. One is sure to attain liberation through them." Once in Jairambati, Vishweshwarananda asked, "Mother, how does one realize God? Worship, japa, meditation, do these help?" "None of these helps," replied the mother. "Then how does one get the vision of God?" "It is only through God's grace, but one must practice meditation and japa. They remove the impurities of the mind. One must practice spiritual disciplines such as worship, japa, and meditation. As one gets the fragrance of a flower by handling it, or as one gets the smell of sandalwood by rubbing it against a stone, in the same way, one gets spiritual awakening by constantly thinking of God. But can you realize God right now if you become but you can realize God right now if you become desireless."
So this is nothing is helpful to achieve or to realize God. Only his compassion, his grace, kripa. So that should we not practice our spiritual discipline? We should do. Why? Because that cleanses our heart. Otherwise, we are engrossed in worldly things. Nahi Atma, this self cannot be realized by anything. Bahuna Srutena, not to hearing many upadeshas. It is possible only when heart is pure, then only it shines. It is like this. If something has fallen in a pool, then the water should be clean, and also water should be placid so that we can see what is fallen down there. So japa, meditation, all these are to cleanse our hearts so that other things are at bay. They will not come to our mind. And passion and all the weaknesses will be away from us. That is why one should have japa and meditation. But one has to seek the grace of God. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja aham tva sarva papebhya mokshayiswami masucha. As Bhagavan also assured. Similarly, Mother also assured. Those who come and take shelter at my feet, I take care of them. Nothing else. That is why she is so open. Even a robber is her son. Everybody is like a patra, is a competent candidate for those who come closer, those who take shelter at the feet of Holy Mother. They are redeemed. So it is because of her compassion. So compassion is the main theme. Nothing else helps us. Yes.
On 11 February 1913, at Udbodhan House, Holy Mother told Arupananda the mystery of the mantra and its power. Power passes through the mantra. The Guru's power enters into the disciple, and the disciple's power enters into the Guru. That is why, when I initiate and accept the disciple's sins, I fall sick. It is extremely difficult to be a guru because the guru assimilates the disciple's sin. If the disciple commits any sin, that affects the guru. On the other hand, by leading a virtuous life, the disciple does good to the teacher.
So one thing, this is for Holy Mother, Sri Ramakrishna, but other gurus, what they do? They only hand over the treasure that they received in the order of Guru and Shishya. So whatever they have received, they hand over that power. So when initiation happens, that power is transferred. That means that now one is capable enough to be with the divine. So this is the link that we have. That is why initiation is very important, because at that time whatever one receives, that remains in the life, even after life. Whenever one is living, it remains, everything may go away. But that whatever he receives, that remains even after life. That power never leaves him or her. So this is a very important. Only thing, taking sin, etc. It is like if a person thinks that he is doing or he is guru, then sin will come. But if a person thinks that no, this is the order and this is the tradition of order, and I am only performing the duty on his behalf, then everything belongs to God. So in our order, that is why in our order, there is only one Guru. Guru is Sri Ramakrishna. Yeah, go ahead.
It is hard for ordinary people to comprehend how one can absorb the result of another person's karma. Although Holy Mother was without sin, she suffered terribly from taking on the sins of others. She knew the cause of her suffering, yet she continued to give initiation and look after the devotees. One day, when several devotees came for initiation, she told her attendant, "My son, I feel as if I am wrestling all day. The devotees are coming without any break. This body cannot bear any more. I am praying to the Master and keeping my mind in this world by holding on to Radhu." This feeling was momentary. It disappeared when anybody approached her for initiation. Arupananda said, "Mother, don't you initiate those whom you wish to initiate?" Holy Mother replied, "No, I initiate people purely out of compassion. They do not leave me alone. They weep. That moves my heart, and I give initiation out of kindness. Otherwise, what do I gain? When I initiate devotees, I have to accept their sins."
Yeah. So out of compassion, this indicates that she initiated out of compassion. And it is because her life was pure. When purity is there, then naturally the divine qualities also come. Kshama, Kshama, Dama, Tapa, Shaucham, Shanti, Arjava, Mevacha, all this. So compassion, this is part of it. So anybody when approached Holy Mother, saying Mother, then she could not deny her or him. As you know that story, the incident that happened when Holy Mother was taking food for Guru Maharaj, Sri Ramakrishna, and a lady came and said, "Mother, please give me. I'll serve the master." And Mother gave. But Sri Ramakrishna could not touch it, let alone eating. And when Mother went there to Sri Ramakrishna, then Sri Ramakrishna complained, "Don't you know what he is, what she is? And you have sent food with her, and then I cannot eat this." So then Mother said, "If someone approaches me telling Mother, I cannot deny Thakur, so kindly eat." And Sri Ramakrishna, who could not eat previously, ate it happily. So it is Mother who purified. That's why Sri Ramakrishna could touch and eat. So it is power of purity. Even, purity has got that quality. It purifies others also. So this is very special in Holy Mother's life. Yes.
Her motherly heart bled when she saw the pain and agony of her children. Then she forgot her rheumatic pain and malarial fever. She said, "This body will one day surely perish. Let it go now, if it must, but let them realize the truth through initiation." On another occasion, she remarked, "Now and then I think if this body, instead of being such a small frame of bones and flesh, were a big one, how many more people I could help." At Kolpara,
So, so this is okay, go ahead.
at Kolpara, Narayan Iyengar, a disciple of the mother, hesitated to touch her feet because he thought this would cause her pain. Holy Mother said, No, my child, we are born for this purpose. If we do not accept others' sins and sorrows and do not digest them, who else will? Who will bear the responsibilities of the wicked and the afflicted?
And as we know, Swami Yogananda would never touch the feet of Holy Mother, rather where she would stand, and when she would move from that place, he would go silently and touch that place. Just imagine. And her purity was such that even Swamiji hesitated, and Swamiji took bath in Ganga before going to her, to meet her, and sprinkled Ganga water time and again, so that no impure thoughts come to his mind. So, it is said, Tirthim, like purity, when it purifies others also. Yes.
Sarajubala Sen, a disciple of the Mother, recorded in her memoirs the purpose of the advent of Ramakrishna and Holy Mother.
Swami,
Yes.
why? I understand why we would need to purify ourselves, but why would two Ishwara Kotis, Yogananda and Swami Vivekananda, I mean, they're so pure also. Why would they need to purify themselves before touching Holy Mother?
Yeah. The thing is, it is to show us, when Swami Vivekananda, that time Narendranath, approached Sri Ramakrishna and asked question, Sir, have you seen God? And then Sri Ramakrishna, what he's answered, that yes, not only I have seen God, but I see God, and I see more clearly than I see you. And then Narendranath used to argue with Sri Ramakrishna that what you see in vision, all it is your all hallucination. And say, no, she talks to me. And even I have tested that cotton goes up and down when I put that near nostril. And then, so all these are why? It is not for themselves, it is for us. So once it happened that when Gopal's mother came, that lady, old lady, and Sri Ramakrishna engaged Narendranath, go and listen what she experiences herself. And then the lady said, Baba, I'm illiterate, I'm old. But Gopal comes and sits on my shoulder, sometimes snatches my rosaries. Are all these my imagination? But Narendranath was in tears and said, no, mother, all are real. So what do you can understand? It is for us. So even Yogananda, Ishwar Kotis, disciple of Holy Mother, it is to show us, we don't understand. But when they behaved like that, then only we understand. Oh, even Sri Ramakrishna told Hriday, be careful. If he who is within me, here you'd say, he who is within this place, if it wants to bite, you can be saved. But be careful about Holy Mother. So all this is to show us example. It is not for themselves. But by this we understand what Holy Mother really is and was. Holy Mother is still there. So it is not for them. there is one saying, Jaddapi ho Gora Rai Karen Karen Lila Gora Rai Kono Kono Bhagya Bane Dekhibare Pai. All these are enacted again and again in the life of devotees. It is not once. As we are reading, we are enlivened, or that those situations are recreated. When Swami Vireshwaranji asked M, that, sir, how could you remember so vividly that it looks like you are sitting there, but you took only a few notes? Then M explained, don't think that it happened once. Even when I meditate, it happens again and again. Similarly, when you meditate and you think about it, you can also visualize. So these are eternal stories, and it is to teach us. It is not for them. It is to teach ordinary people. That is why Leela is very important. It's divine play. Sri Ramakrishna and his divine play, Holy Mother and his her divine play. So divine play, it is still being enacted. And Swami Sri Ramakrishna said also, Nitya Dham, Nitya Shyam. So in devotional world, it is not illusory. It is vivid. It is eternal. That's why Nitya Vrindavan. So Vrindavan is also eternal. So all these are to cultivate those qualities which will take us to God. So it's not for themselves, but for us. Okay.
Sarajabala Sen, a disciple of the mother, recorded in her memoirs the purpose of the advent of Ramakrishna and Holy Mother. One day I went to Udbodhan to see the mother and heard the monks telling her, Mother, after your recovery this time, we will not allow anyone to receive initiation from you. You suffer terribly by absorbing the sins of your disciples. The mother smiled softly and said, Why do you say so, my children? Did the master come this time only to eat rasagolas, juicy cheese balls? This compassionate statement silenced everyone. One day, the mother was in excruciating pain from her rheumatism. Her attendant said, I hear that you have this horrible disease because you take on the sins of your devotees. I have a humble request. Please do not suffer for my sake. Allow me to suffer the consequences of my own sins. Immediately, the compassionate mother replied, What do you mean, my son? You keep well, let me suffer.
That's motherly heart. Yes.
Another disciple realized his shortcomings and lamented, Mother, in spite of having a mother like you, I have achieved nothing. The mother consoled him, saying, Don't be afraid, my son. Always remember that the master is always behind you. I am also with you. What should frighten you as long as I, your mother, exist? The master said to me, At the end, I will appear to those who come to you and lift them up, holding them by the hand. The master must reveal himself to you at the hour of death, no matter what you do or how you live. God has given you hands, feet, and organs, and they will play their part.
See, like mother knew the weaknesses of her children. This is great assurance. It is. And what Swamiji said, Mother, by your grace, by your will, thousands Vivekananda may spring up. But I know that you are our only mother. So this is, this statement is revealing, and assurance also. Such a mother, we have such a mother. So, but, it doesn't mean that we should commit something which might suffer mother. We should not do that. That is why we should also try to live a pure life. Yes.
Swami Gorishananda recalled, one day in Jairambati, the mother was in terrible pain from her rheumatism. Despite her suffering, she addressed Ramakrishna, looking at his picture. Master, today is gone in vain. No one came for initiation. You said that I would have to help people. After saying this, she left her room as if someone was waiting. The next morning, 3 devotees arrived, and Holy Mother was happy to see them. They brought a letter from Swami Brahmananda requesting her to initiate them. Later, when her attendant read the letter to her, she called the devotees to see her. When they bowed down to her, she realized that they had such bad karma and had committed many sins, so she refused to initiate them and asked them to go to Belar Mutt for initiation. The devotees left her for the time being and went to the outer apartment. The mother lamented, Alas, Rakal sent me this stuff. A son generally sends his mother good things, but the devotees were broken-hearted. They again requested the mother for initiation, and again she refused. Addressing the master, she lamented, O Lord, yesterday I prayed to you that I might not spend a day in vain, and now you have brought this to me. All right, as long as the body lasts, I shall continue to do your work. She knew that absorbing the sins of these people would take a heavy toll on her body. Finally, she relented and the devotees received initiation.
And Swami Brahmanandaji, Swami Shivanandaji, and Swami Premanandaji said, Shakti, Shakti, Mahashakti. What we cannot digest, Mother is taking without any questioning. It's power, power, Shakti, Shakti. So, such is our mother. Yeah. Go ahead.
Some days later, the news of what the mother had said reached Belar Mutt, and Swamis Brahmananda, Shivananda, Premananda, and Sharadananda listened to the report attentively. Brahmananda became grave and remained speechless. Premananda said with a deep sigh, Grace, grace. By this unique grace, the mother has been protecting us. I cannot describe in words the poison that she swallows. If we had done so, that very suffering would have burnt us to ashes. Once in Jairambati, Holy Mother had been suffering from malaria for a long time. She was bedridden and her body was emaciated and weak. Swami Parameshwarananda recalled, Swami Sharadananda wrote to me, please always watch the mother's physical condition. Be strict with the visitors and don't allow the devotees to see her when she is not well. And there will be no initiation for the time being. Accordingly, I became the gatekeeper of the mother's house. A young man from Barisal, now in Bangladesh, came one day and insisted on seeing the mother. I told him that the mother was bedridden and not well, and that I would tell her that he was there. The devotee was adamant and said, I have come from such a long distance and I will not be able to see the mother. Eventually, there was a heated exchange between us. Holy Mother overheard it and sent her woman attendant to see what was going on.
And the people from East Bengal, they are a bit not that sophisticated like Kolkata people. So, but their devotion is wonderful. That is why he was so insistent. That's why jokingly people say Bangal, unsophisticated like this. Okay.
The attendant reported to her that I was not allowing a devotee to see her. The mother immediately came out of her room with disheveled hair and said to me, "Why are you not allowing him to see me?" I replied, "Mother, you have a fever and are not well. Sharat Maharaj wrote to me that I should not allow any visitors at present." Agitated, the mother said, "Who is Sharat to prohibit my giving initiation? I am born for this purpose. Send him to me." The young man bowed down to the mother and begged for initiation from her. The mother initiated him the next day.
So, like, who is Sharat? Like, she was angry. Sharat, who is Sharat to stop me? And Sharat Maharaj also was afraid of her, As Sharat Maharaj also knew the nature of Holy Mother. Yes. Go ahead.
On doubt and restlessness of the mind. Many aspirants suffer from doubt and confusion in spiritual life. Swami Vasudevananda had this problem. He recalled, "Once I returned to Udbodhan from Noakhali, now in
Noakhali.
Bangladesh, after conducting a relief mission. I said to the mother, 'Sometimes I get confused and cannot find anyone to speak with about my doubt. What shall I do then?' The mother replied, 'Always keep a picture of the Master with you. Remember that he is with you and looking after you. If you have any question, pray to him. You will find that he will deliver the solution to your mind. He is always within you. Because the mind is extroverted, people do not search within. Rather, they search for God outside. When you pray for something, if it is absolutely necessary for you, you will find that the answer arises within all in a flash. If any person prays to the Master wholeheartedly, the Master listens and arranges things accordingly. Is it necessary to say something 20 times to a gentleman?"
So, gentleman has got common sense. No need of asking again and again. And, we don't ask anything. Holy Mother provides everything. Why should we ask? So, this is one solution, as Holy Mother said. This happened with Swami Sridharanandji. So he was Sevak, attendant of Swami Shantananda. Shantananda was disciple of Holy Mother. And it happened that he was suffering from tuberculosis. And Swami Sridharanandji was serving him without keeping distance. Sometimes he used to take the same tumbler or glass and same utensils. So when he took him to a sanitarium in Himachal Pradesh, what happened when while going there, he saw sanitarium, then he could understand that he had tuberculosis. So he was grave. And for 3 days, 3 nights, he did not talk to Swami Sridharanji, that time Shalil Maharaj. And then on 4th day, then he was in his good mood. And so Swami that time asked, "What happened? For 3 days you were not talking to me, and 4th day you are your normal person again. You are normal person again." So he said, I was worried that this tuberculosis should not be, you should not be infected by this. So I prayed to Mother and I asked her. For 3 days I was not eating also that much, only simple eating and not talking. And I was praying. So later, he told that whenever you have any doubt, eat less, pray intensely, and not to talk to others. And then Mother will give a solution. So this happened with Swami Sridharanji. And Swami Shantananji said that when I prayed to Holy Mother, so Holy Mother said that yes, he'll not get infected by this and he'll not die because of tuberculosis. That I assure you. And that is why he was happy. So, this is another way, that eat less, pray intensely, and whatever question, whatever doubt you have, that will be solved. Mother or Sri Ramakrishna will solve that problem. Yes.
Once Nalin Bihari Sarkar asked Holy Mother about the weaknesses of the mind. She replied, "My son, that is the law of nature, like the new moon and the full moon. Similarly, the mind harbors sometimes good and sometimes bad thoughts." Nalin asked, "Mother, I have visited you so often and I have received your grace, yet I still don't make any progress. I feel that I am as I was before." Mother replied, "My son, suppose you are asleep on a cot and someone carries the cot without you on it to another place. Oh, with you on it to another place. Would you immediately realize that you have been moved to another place? Not at all. Only when your drowsiness clears up completely will you see that you have come to a new place."
So this is, generally we think that we are not progressing. So this is not new. Many monks also feel that way. So this question was asked to Mahapurush Maharaj. Even later also some other monks also asked this question. So Mahapurush Maharaj said, even this happened with Swami Shankarananda also. Some Shankarananda was very grave type. I mean, he would talk less. So a disciple said, "Maharaj, nothing is happening. I got initiation for so many years, nothing is happening." So a monk asked. So Shankaran said, "Then go home." "Maharaj, what are you saying? Go home." And he was so, his voice also was very, very grave. So then disciple was afraid. "What are you saying? I cannot survive there." Now can you see that there is some progress, there is some detachment. So just to make him realize, he told like this. So what happens? What is the difference? If you see worldly people and those who are totally dedicated to God, what are the difference? They are also eating the same rice, same curries, and doing the same thing, keeping accounts, keeping the same thing. One thing is special, that is detachment. Gradually that happens, that change happens in one's life. That is why one cannot even think to go back. Here in the holy company and also in the presence of Guru Maharaj, it's a completely different different experience. So progress happens, only we don't understand. Gradually, all the attachments from mind goes away. Generally what happens, once it happened with another monk. So, yeah, Swamiji, whatever you eat, I also eat. Whatever you do, I do. But why? What is the difference? I don't find any difference. Then Swami said that suppose tomorrow a postcard comes from headquarters. Okay, hand over your charge to this person and come back to headquarters. Immediately I'll go there. But suppose this happens to you, what will happen? Can you immediately go? Oh, how can I go? I have children, I have properties and this and that. How can I go? So this is the difference. The difference is in detachment. So progress happens, only we don't understand. Therefore, we have to rely on, and we must have a faith on the divine. And whenever it is up to his or her grace, whenever they decide, they will give this. Only we need to pray. Yes, go ahead.
In 1911, Vaikuntha of Cuttack received initiation from Holy Mother when she was at Kotar in Orissa. Some years later, he found it impossible to control his mind and said to the mother with great anguish, "Mother, I have no inclination to repeat the mantra any more because it did not remove the impurities of my mind. I have the same lust, anger, and delusion as before." Holy Mother assured him, "My son, all impurities will go away by repeating the mantra. Pray to the Master." "I am helpless," Vaikuntha replied. "Either remove my inner restlessness or take back your mantra. I have no intention of giving you suffering, for I have heard that the Guru suffers if the disciple does not repeat the mantra."
So Mother said two things, that the repetition of mantra, as we repeat the mantra, what happens? Gradually mind is concentrated on the chosen ideal. Then all other defects will go away. And the second thing is prayer. Prayer is very important, very important. When you pray, you open up the doors and windows so that grace come. So these two are very important. To repeat mantra, that is our duty, and with prayerful mind, and everything to be offered to God. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam braja. Offering everything, and we are to take refuge at the feet of God. Yes.
Holy Mother's eyes became filled with tears at her disciple's suffering, and she said fervently, "All right, you will not have to repeat the mantra anymore." These words frightened Vaikuntha, and he thought that his relationship with the mother was severed once and for all. Distraught, Vaikuntha said, "Mother, you have taken everything away from me. What shall I do now? Does this mean that I'm going to hell?"
See? So when another devotee also came and said to Mother, "Take back your mantra. I cannot repeat." And then said, "Okay," Mother said, "Okay, give back." And when that happened, and immediately the devotee felt that vacuum. Said, "Oh, Mother, what have you done?" So Mother then later assured, not to worry, you carry on. So this happens. In absence of something, we understand the importance of that thing. When we have teeth, we don't understand the importance of teeth. But when we lose it, then only we understand. Similarly, but this is more important. This is our wealth. Whatever we received at the time of initiation, that is our wealth. That wealth is to be protected and to be increased. Yes.
The mother said in an animated voice, "What do you mean? You are my child. How can you go to hell? Those who are my children are already free. Not even Providence has the power to send my children to hell. Be at rest, entrusting your responsibility to me. And always remember that someone stands behind you and you will, at the last moment, and will come to you and will come at the last moment to lead you to the eternal abode." On a different occasion, she assured another depressed disciple, "You may not be able to practice japa regularly, but the master will have to come to receive you at the final moment. He promised this to me. Can his words be otherwise? Do do whatever you like and enjoy your life."
You know, Girish Ghosh used to laughingly say that if I would have known that Sri Ramakrishna would take everything, then I would have committed more sins. But not that. You know, it is when one does something sinful, one entangles oneself in this world. Therefore, it is better to lead a pure life. That itself is rewarding. Pure life itself is so valuable. And over and above that, we receive the grace of God. Yes, go ahead.
Swami Mukteswarananda, a disciple of the mother, was passing through a dry spell, which is also called the dark night of the soul. He even stopped visiting the mother, although he was living at Balram Mandir, only a few blocks from Udbodhan House. Finally, he wrote a letter to Holy Mother asking her to take back the mantra. The mother sent for him. When he came, she said, "Look here, my child, the sun dwells high in the sky and water remains on earth. Does the water have to shout at the sun and ask, 'Oh sun, please take me up'? It is the very nature of the sun to take up the water in the form of vapor. Let me assure you that you will not have to practice any discipline." What reassurance! This is similar to Ramakrishna assuming the power of attorney for Girish.
Yes,
Christ told his disciples that as long as they were with the bridegroom, meaning himself, they should enjoy festivities. He encouraged them, saying, "In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer." Similarly, Holy Mother also gave joy and rest to her disciples who were overwhelmed by various responsibilities in this world. In 1914, Mahendranath Gupta of Barisal received initiation from Holy Mother in Udbodhan House. In 1915, he went to Jairambati to see her again. He thought that he would attain merit by practicing japa and meditation in the mother's house. After the first day, when he went to bow down to the mother, she said to him, "You have come to the mother. What is the necessity of practicing so much japa and meditation? I am doing everything for you. Now enjoy food and rejoice without worry and anxiety."
So, so this assurance is good for us.
Sign me up.
So, mother is taking all care, and she really takes. But you know, it is not for that, but it is for your own sake. If you remember God, that will give you peace. Otherwise, mother will take care, no doubt. But when you do japam, you are closer to mother, closer to Thakur. Yes, go ahead. Little more? No, time is up, real. It's almost close.
You want to do another paragraph, Swami? Or?
Okay, yes, maybe, yeah.
A disciple is supposed to be blessed and uplifted by the company of the Guru. In 1907 at Jairambati, the mother advised Brahmachari Girija, "My son, it is not necessary to practice japa in the Guru's house." However, a little earlier she had said, "You must repeat the mantra 108 times according to the instruction of your Guru. Moreover, you are a monk. You are supposed to repeat the mantra most of the time as you have plenty of time." Girija asked, "Shall I not repeat the mantra 108 times, as you asked me to do during initiation?" The mother replied, "Yes, it will be enough if you repeat the mantra 108 times in the place of your Guru and not more."
That man who came from Barishal, he was doing a lots of japa and meditation when he arrived at Jairambati. The mother was perplexed. What is he doing? So, in Guru's place, generally, what we do? We serve our Guru. So that is the way. So anyway, we'll stop here. Grace, grace, grace. Kripa, kripa, kripa. Kripa hi kevalam. Kripa alone. Okay, we'll say our prayer. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. So, love Sri Ramakrishna, love Mother. Then nothing to worry about. Okay. Thank you. Jai
Pranam
Ma.
Swamiji. Jai Ma.
Jai Ma.
Jai Ma.
Hari Om.
प्रणाम
Hari
स्वामी जी।
Namaste, namaste, namaste. Hari Om.
Maharaj,
Eh?
Maharaj, a mother is always so quiet, and when she was in Dakshineshwar, nobody even saw her. Then why Hriday was so mean to her?
That's also Leela. In a drama, you need opposing party also. Somebody would come and question not only Hriday, that Ramlal Dada, stop there, the
Monthly,
pension of Sri Ramakrishna.
yeah.
He was instrumental to stop her, or stop that pension. So this is all Leela. Otherwise, that difficult situation would not have come to Holy Mother. So all this is, divine play. Okay. So everybody knows. Radhu also tortured so much. So she played her part.
She being Yogamaya, she is so mean.
In a drama, villains are very essential. Say, without Ravana, no value of Rama.
There are more villains than
Value is there.
really.
Value is there, but not that much. But because of Ravana, and he conquered Ravana, so that's why the glory of Rama. Okay, thank you very much. Jai Ma.
Okay, Pranam Maharaj.